Hey everybody, it's Jeff from New York, and today I am in beautiful Atlantic City on a wonderful summer morning, heading over to Gardner's Basin to do a cruise. That's right, we're going on a cruise this morning from 11 o'clock to 12 noon. I'm pulling into Gardner's Basin now. The cruise is about an hour. It'll take us through the inlet and along the Atlantic City coast. Whoops. And we'll see the wonderful Atlantic City skyline from the boat. So let's head into Gardner's Basin right now and make sure we have our tickets all set. It is supposed to be extremely hot today. My phone has all these red exclamation points on the weather app. From what I understand, it's going to feel like it's 105 and it's going to be humid. So I am looking for a nice shady spot to park in. And I found one. So I'm here at Gardner's Basin. I had to get my ticket, which I have. It's Atlantic City Cruises. They sail out of here 3 or 4 times a day. They have like a morning cruise, a mid-afternoon cruise, and a happy hour cruise, and I think a dolphin watching cruise as well. I wanted to do the happy hour cruise, but that's at like 6 o'clock, and again, the heat is going to be oppressive today, so I figured let me make my reservation for the morning cruise and try to keep cool. And I'm going to do some casino recording later to keep out of the sun. So in any event, I'm going to get online. The ship is about to board, so I'll see you guys on the boat. Let's get going. Behind me is the Gilcrest, a pretty famous breakfast place here in Atlantic City. I did a video at the Gilcrest at the Tropicana. This one at Gardner's Basin I've yet to come to. Every time I come there is a long, long line, but eventually I'm going to come here, get the blueberry pancakes if you go to the Gilcrest. This is Clarice, the Miss America crown. She's hidden in all my Atlantic City videos. Sometimes she's easy to spot, and other times she can be quite elusive. If you spot her, leave a comment below on the timestamp where you found her, and you'll get a shout out on an upcoming video. From what I remember, the captain likes his yacht rock, so my commentating might be minimal during this trip because, well, copyright issues. But it's good music, so I'm going to appreciate it. And they do recommend that you get here about a half hour, 30 minutes before the ship actually sails. So I got here at 10:30. Shove off time is 11 o'clock. So if you don't get here probably 15 minutes before the cruise, you're just not going to get on the boat. By the way, a shout out to the Polaroid who found Clarice the Miss America crown in my last Atlantic City video, Tony's Baltimore Grill, congratulations to Polaroid. And also to Robert Camacho who found Cabby, the New York City cab, in my last New York City Vault video, Central Park #1. Congratulations, Robert. By the way, those Central Park videos just started this Saturday. I'm going to show one every Saturday. It's an 8-part series, 8 parts to see the entire park. If you missed part 1, catch up on it. And then make sure you watch every Saturday for parts 2 through 8. I love Central Park, and these are really nice videos that show the park off. So it's 3 minutes to 11 and they're still letting people on the boat, so no excuse to be late though, right guys?
Just ask you to step back, but you're going to put the very front boat, waiting for the clam boat to come through. Just give us a little bit of space. Once our lines are off, we're going to set sail. Here we go. That should be waiting a bit. Here comes another clamming boat. Chris, we will let this one come through.
Do you want me to leave that one? Okay. Door free.
The cruise is is certified by the U.S. Coast Guard up to 130 people. We've got 26 on the ride this morning. 26, plenty of room for you to be comfortable. There are life jackets on board. You will not be wearing one. You will not be getting one. You will not be seeing one. But it is required by the Coast Guard to tell you about the jackets or where we keep them. We do have 130 adult and 25 child life jackets on this boat beneath the blue seats inside downstairs. Do not get one where one see one, but they are kept inside the boat beneath the blue seats, beneath the cushioned seats inside. Our family's been offering boating and fishing trips in New Jersey since 1969. Tens of thousands of fishing trips, dolphin watches, boat rides, weddings. We've never given a life jacket. We've never need to. We'll do our best to keep it that way today. But if we get torpedoed, you'll be getting a life jacket. The ocean's gotten very chilly. I don't think there's any icebergs out there this morning. We also have 5 life rafts up top for your added safety. Your first mates are also the bartenders. Got a fully stocked bar on board the boat. You want to get a drink or snack, there's a bar on the boat. It's inside on the lower level. You got a full cash bar, soft drinks, water, juice. We have 8 brands of cold beer. We have wine, we have champagne, we have mixed drinks, high noons, white claws. We have a special cocktail menu, pina coladas and margaritas and daiquiris. We have dollar chips, pretzels, candy, and snacks. And we do a couple of drink specials every morning. On our first trip, $5 Bloody Marys, $5 mimosas. You drink and I drive. Now folks, I don't know how far out we're going to get this morning. If you've been on the beach the last couple of days, you'll know the reason why. It's been very windy since Saturday night. Could be a little choppy out there. I do want to make sure we get out at least enough to see the ocean front, take a look at the skyline, take a look at the steel pier. I don't know that we'll make it down to Tropicana at low tide with the wind that we have today. We'll give you a great 1-hour boat ride. I just don't think we'll be doing it for the full hour at sea. With that in mind, if you're looking to get a drink or snack, my suggestion, let's wait till we come back in the bay. The boat won't rock. We'll be rocking a little bit this morning. If you're worried about how you might feel and how the drink might make its way, just hang tight, enjoy the ride, enjoy the narration. When we come back in to the second half of the trip when it's nice and easy and smooth like now, would probably be a better time to get a drink. If you're looking to get Alright, so let's talk about the Atlantic City shoreline. We're going to head out here at least another mile. We will see the beach this morning. I don't think we'll make the turn and go all the way down with the low tide today. But surely we'll see the boardwalk and the beach here in just a few minutes. So we've got just about the end of the low tide. Low tide will be at 11:45 this morning. So just about another 45 minutes of tide going out. The wind's coming in. It's going to be choppy the next few minutes, so please hold on. going to keep it slow this morning. I know some of you have been on this boat before, but I go a little faster. If I go faster this morning, it means people downstairs will get very wet. I am not trying to wet you guys this morning. But if I keep it slow, we don't have to worry about any waves splashing the front of our boat. Let's start talking about Atlantic City. Here on the right side is the building called the Flagship. It's a timeshare. It is one of 3 timeshares that we'll take a peek at today. The Flagship is on Main Avenue, 32 stories. It's also where the boardwalk ends or begins, depends on which way you go. We have the longest boardwalk in the world right here in Atlantic City. It starts right here at the Flagship, runs 7.4 miles to the border of Margate and Longport. So if you walk on the boardwalk, it starts right here at the Flagship. It goes past all 48 blocks of Atlantic City, all the streets in Ventnor. There's no boardwalk in Margate or Longport at the south end of the island. Here comes that cold breeze I promised you. We're getting close to the ocean this morning. This summer, it's because the wind we've had like this almost every day. We've had days like this more than I can count in 2022. The wind is south and west. Southwest wind takes the warm ocean temperature, makes it hazy, and pushes the cold, deep bottom water up to the surface. This weekend, water temperature was 70 degrees on Saturday morning. It's 54 degrees 3 days later. Just shows you how fast the wind has dropped this ocean this summer. We'll talk about the lighthouse when we turn around.
Just so you guys know, the boat's supposed to go all the way to the Tropicana, but the captain let us know that because of the low tide, the very frigid water temperatures, it's like 20 degrees cooler than usual the water is, and the high winds, it's making for a very choppy ride, and rather than head out to sea, he's going to turn the boat around and give us more of a cruise of the Back Bay area, and that's what we're doing. He's looking for a break in the waves so that he can make a U-turn at this point. So the captain managed to make a nice smooth U-turn, and now we have Brigantine on the right-hand side, Atlantic City on the left. We're heading back into the Back Bay area and also heading towards the Intercoastal Waterway, so we're going to check that out as well.
Today it's a great activity for all ages. To get to the top, it's 228 steps to get to the top of the tallest lighthouse in our state, third tallest in the country. It's also the oldest building in Atlantic City. The lighthouse was constructed in 1854, making it the oldest building in town. You see that little blue boat on the right just went around the sandbar, but if he had gone about between here and there, he would have hit the bottom. It's very shallow today at low tide. But now we're going to take it slow and easy. We're going to do the next 38 or so minutes in the calm water, in the warmer air behind Atlantic City and Brigantine.
Hey, if you're enjoying this video, please hit that subscribe button and smash that thumbs up. It really does help the channel out. Five windmills here in the southern part of our state. In the future, though, hopefully to build the windmills in the ocean, they'll be much bigger. These windmills are 300 feet tall. The new ones they're proposing building in 2024 off of Atlantic City will be 900 feet tall. So 3 times the size. A little bit taller than the casino hotel called Ocean. Ocean's 800 feet tall.
red one of Progresso. Good chance the clam in that chowder can came into Atlantic City and offloaded here on one of these boats. They're big surf clams called quahaugs. They catch them between 25 and 125 miles off the beach, depends on the time of year. The big cage on top is how they catch the clams, so the captain gets out to where he or she is fishing. He'll drop that cage down the bottom and tow it slowly on the ocean floor. The black tubes that are attached to the cage do not vacuum or suck the clams up. They do the opposite. They act like a power washer. They send a high volume of water through the bottom to move the sand away. Once the clams are caught, they pull the cage up to the top. The cage runs down into a hopper. The hopper puts them in the belly boat into big holding cages that they bring back in here to unload. It's about like the Endeavor can hold about 150 cages of clams when it heads out. Each cage weighs 3,000 pounds. That's a lot of clams. Atlantic City and or Brigantine Beach on a choppy day today. We'll do that from 1 to 3 every day for the Dolphin Watch, 2-hour tour. Then we do our afternoon 4 o'clock trip. Very similar to this one, kind of out to sea for a few minutes, turning around, going in behind Brigantine Bridge. And the last one every day is at 6. We do not go in the ocean on that trip. That's always guaranteed to be in the bay. Change up the music from a little bit of the chill we play here from XM Radio in the morning. Just some today's hits, some country music mixed in. That is our 6 p.m. happy hour cruise. And on the weekends, we do a DJ happy hour every Friday and Saturday night from 6 to 7 for the adults 21 and older on Friday and Saturday night. So mom and dad, grandma and grandpa, find a sitter for the kids. Go out and have a nice adult night with DJ Matt Friday and Saturday nights at 6.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our little cruise today. It was 25 bucks for the hour. They do a mid-afternoon cruise for the same price. They do a dolphin watching cruise as well as a happy hour cruise later this afternoon. That's $45 with an open bar. Behind me is the Atlantic City Aquarium. It closed during the COVID pandemic and it hasn't reopened because the roof fell into disrepair while it was closed, so they're redoing the entire roof. It plans on reopening later this year, 2022, or early next year, 2023. And I will certainly come here and do a video once it opens. Things are starting to heat up and I'm glad I parked in the shade. It always pays to do that when you know it's going to get hot. And my plans right now are to head over to the Golden Nugget to the deck bar where I plan on having a little lunch and maybe a cocktail or a nice cold beer. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. See you guys soon. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, comment, ask some questions, and most importantly, subscribe by clicking on the button on the left. You can visit all of my New York videos by clicking on the top right, or check out my videos on other favorite places to visit by clicking on the bottom right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around the city.